you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's going on, everybody? I want to bring you this Team Cena update to kind of let you know what's getting ready to go on, at least a little sneak peek of that, and where we have been. First of all, contrary to anyone's trolling comments they decided to make on my forum, this change that we're making has nothing to do with them. The one thing about Team Cena you guys have to understand is that we are not like other teams, meaning that most of us on the team has families, commitments, new things that happen. We've had babies happen, including me. You know, my son Jacob's only about a year, a year and a half, just about. Another couple members had some babies. People's going on family vacations. I also have members that live overseas, and they live in the States, so they have to leave and go visit their family in their homeland and return, and so on and so forth. So as always, the summer is a very hard time for Team Cena. Our production does fall off a little bit because of that, and that's all because of the fact that we are grown and we have families and we have lives and we have commitments. Now, I'm not saying anything against any other team that is out there, because that was thrown in my face too. All these other teams run around and do this, but I'm sure that a lot of the other teams that are ran by people that are younger than a lot of us don't run into the same problems. Sure, there's college courses and things of that nature, but when you're done with college and you don't have a wife and you don't have children, or you don't have a husband and you don't have children, you don't have a mortgage to pay, you don't have a car note to maintain, you don't have credit card bills, you don't have to worry about buying your food, if you have mom and dad's help or you have grant money, we have to worry about that kind of stuff on TC. So I wanted to clear that up really quick. That's where we've been. We are far from dead. Anyone who's thinking that is just sick in the head, because there has been production that has been made. However, in the life of gaming, let's just be real. Real life and family takes precedence over anything else. And if people can't understand that and you want to keep coming to my forums with me nasty comments, I'll do exactly like I did to the other person who I'm giving courtesy right now, not to mention his name, and I will completely eliminate you from my website. So let's get on to the good news. Team Cena is getting ready to be completely revamped, and we're going to add some things. So what this means is this is also getting ready to be a time to where we're going to be taking on new members. Now, I'm not going to tell you how many that is, and at this point I can't tell you exactly the changes that is going to be made, because I want to implement them. We're going to put them into place, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to announce when they are. All I want you guys to understand is Team Cena is getting ready to, let's just say we got to get ready to expand, and we're getting ready to do something else that no other team right now is doing out there, and that is going to enable more of you to come on. The first thing that we're going to do is there will be probably a little bit revamping of the forums. So if you're not a member of the forums yet, go become a member of the forums. That's going to cut out one page of things that you're going to have to do. I'm also going to go ahead and just put it out there so that you guys know this, and you don't have to ask the question, because I'm going to get this question, is we are going to open up what we call dual membership. That means if you are a member of any other squad, clan, or whatever, you can also come apart and be a part of Team Cena. In the past, we did have the rule to where you had to be exclusive to the team and not mix and match with other teams. We're going to get rid of that rule for a lot of reasons. One, we want to give as many people opportunity who wants to be a part of this team to go ahead and do that. And two, this is about fun in the community, so we're not going to put that tag out there anymore. We had to do that at the beginning for obvious reasons. But in 2 years' time, we are the longest running team. We started this whole entire team genre. I was blamed from everything from ruining Rock Band to everything else, but look at all the teams I popped up. And out of all the original teams that was there, no matter what you want to say about Team Cena, we are still here, and we just celebrated 2 years on July the 14th. So keep that in mind. I can't go further into detail. I really want to, but I can't do that right now for various reasons. However, as this progresses, we're going to let you know. We're going to have a meeting about that sometime in the 2nd or 3rd week of August. You got to give me a little time on this, because my general manager, Annis, is just returning back from the States. If you guys don't know, Annex lives in France with her husband. She is an American. She's from Texas. However, like any other woman would or any other man would, when you marry somebody, you choose where you want to go, and they chose to live in France. She had to come here to visit some family. She's been in the States for over a month, just got back home a couple days ago, and so now we're giving her time, which you guys can certainly understand, to spend with her husband, who has not seen her and her daughter in over a month and a half. So in about 2-3 weeks time, when she's ready to get back to business, we're going to have a meeting. We're going to can't even speak right now. We're going to implement all this stuff. There'll be some slight changes to the website. There'll be some slight changes to the forums. And then I'll come back when we're ready to roll and tell you how we're going to do this. But it is going to be something exciting. So again, if you have not registered on the forum, or if you have not been on the forum for a little while, this is the time to reactivate yourself. www.teamcena.com/forums to take you right to the forum section of the website. So I hope you guys are excited about this as we are. Definitely this is going to create some opportunity. Definitely this is going to make Team Cena a bigger, better team. This is something that has been thought about for the last several months, maybe even closer to a year. We just had to wait till the right time to do it, and we had to figure out how we would do it and how we would do it right. The last thing I want to clear up, since this trolling person decided they wanted to bring this up, which they should have known not to go on my site because I'm going to talk about it, is this. For those of you guys who are still a year later upset, or just about a year later, that the Team Cena tournament did not happen, let me put this out here to you again. And I tried to do this in the video, but since people still didn't get it, we're going to do it again. We started the tournament 2 years ago. Our goal was to continue the tournament every year. However, when things change, we have to change, and then we have to make some harsh decisions. The number one thing that did change, as you guys all know, is Rock Band 3 came out, and it was not announced to any of us, even me, who everybody says, you have this relationship with Harmonix, you should have known this. Harmonix is a game developer. They don't tell me everything. They don't tell Rock Band 8 everything. And to be honest, on this circuit of whatever you want to call us, independent game reviewers, independent whatever, there's still things we don't know, okay? So they're not, just because they're our friends, they're gonna come say, hey, guess what? We're gonna give you all these features in Rock Band 3. Shh, don't tell anybody. We didn't know. So when they came out and we moved the competitive modes, that was a big shock to us. Of course, I went and I wrote Harmonix and I asked why, and they gave me a reasonable explanation of why that was done and that they wouldn't be coming back. No matter if this person, who I'm not naming, says, well, I gave you all this advice and do this and do that, it could not be done correctly. These things was tested, they were tried. It would not have been fair, no matter how we did the math. Second of all, whether you want to agree or not, what I call SiteGate. When that idiot who decided to rip down my site because I had to get rid of a sponsor who was his friend decided to mess up everything. Yes, that on the day that we announced opening signups, a lot of those signups didn't come back. So from the numbers that we had, and I'm not at liberty to post these. I just go, oh, post the numbers. No, I don't have to. That's the inner workings of the team. Just take my word for it. From the numbers that we had for all the categories, it would not have panned out. Plus, I'm not going to name the names of who these people are either, but there's a couple of sponsors that decided the last minute they wanted to bail. So, at the time this all happened, we were coming up to right at the point to where we needed to start making brackets and start alerting people when it was going to happen. And a three-way decision. Bear, myself, and Annex all sat down in the meeting, we looked over everything, and we said we cannot feasibly do this correctly. So we do this for you guys. Now for us, I'm not going to put my Team Cena name on the line. I'm not going to put the sponsors out there in the line who are generous enough to want to sponsor this concert or to sponsor this tournament by saying we're just going to do it and we're going to do a half-tailed job of it, and what happens, it happens. That's not the way I work, and if you guys have known me for 3 years, you know that's not the way I roll. So if you guys are still upset about that, I'm sorry. I'm not going to promise you, especially with this switch now, that particular tournament and the way that it's done is going to come back. We are looking at some other fun things that we are going to be able to do with the changes that we're going to be able to make. So you're just going to have to stay tuned for that. Trust me on that. We're going to get everything back up and popping. So again, guys, I want to thank you guys for everyone who supported Team Cena from number one, from day one that we have been out here doing this. I'll forget some names because I'm overly excited, so I'm just going to put this out here to all of my original members who's been with me for the last 2 years. You know who you are. I want to say thank you. And yes, let me just put out there that there is about 10 of them that is still original members that has hung out this thing with me through thick and thin for 2 years. They're what I call the Team Cena Ride or Die crew. I appreciate every last one of you. To all of you fans out there, Team Cena, all of you guys who wanted to get in, I want to thank you again for keeping this alive. Now is going to be your chance to get in a different way than what we're used to doing. All right? So that's it, guys. I want to come give you this Team Cena update, let you guys know what's going on with Team Cena. We're still around. We're still not dead. I want you guys to go ahead and check out DWRawlings. Everybody says you haven't made any videos in ever. That is not true. DWRawlings. Look at that channel in the description. She puts out videos all the time. She is right now still the only Team Cena dancer we have, and she is awesome. Harold, the one and only Big H, he's still popping out stuff. PMS Lammy, still popping out stuff, among other people. The only problem is there has not been a lot of time to get these double uploaded between their channels and between the Team Cena 1 channel. So just because you haven't seen anything go up on the Team Cena YouTube channel, don't ever say that we're dead, because I can prove that you're wrong. Alright guys, appreciate it. Until next time, peace, love, keep rocking out, and we're going to catch you on the next Team Cena announcement.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?